stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good morning. Hey everyone, honored guests, friends, family, faculty, and staff. Welcome to the class of 1999's commencement exercises. Faculty member Mr. Cook will open today's ceremony. Mr. Cook.
Parents and family members, colleagues, friends and honored guests, and, of course, graduating students of the Burlington High School class of 1999, welcome. Thank you for giving me the honor of speaking to you on this momentous occasion. This is truly a great day in your lives, one that you've been anticipating for years. Enjoy it. Look around you. All these people have gathered here this morning to celebrate you. At an extraordinary time like this, maybe we should all take a deep breath and savor the moment, for I'm sure that in many ways, it just may not get much better than this. For several weeks now, I've been thinking about what I might say to you in these, our last few moments together. Many of you will guess where I found my inspiration. As I was considering possible approaches to this daunting task, my older daughter asked me to read to her. Some of you may remember that Catherine was born on Valentine's Day of your freshman year. Others of you were probably still recovering from the trauma of the first day of Mr. Bones' class. As I was reading with Catherine, encouraging her to explore and appreciate the poignant themes and beautifully poetic style of the beloved classic Green Eggs and Ham, I realized that she has much in common with you. An idea came to me. I enjoy writing. I admit it. Maybe it's an occupational hazard. Anyway, ever since my wife, Kim, and I first learned that we were expecting Catherine, we've been writing letters to her. Letters that we'll share with her when she's better able to appreciate them. And we've been doing the same for our younger daughter, Megan, who was born last May. We write to our little ones to attempt to capture for each of them the important moments of their lives and to give them some idea of the joy that they bring us each day. The letter I wrote to Catherine on the day she was born, for example, describes how wonderful it was to finally meet her, how much I cherished her, and how awestruck I was simply to look at her little face and see her little hands grasp my fingers. It then relates how I looked forward to watching her take her first steps, form her first words, and learn about the world around her. It also mentions that I hope to wait a long, long time before her first date. I promised her that I would do my best to help make whatever dreams she might have come true, and that I would be there for her whenever she may need me. Even then, though, I recognized that the magical years of her childhood would pass too quickly, and I would wish that she could once again be the tiny miracle that I held in my arms. I was right. Time has passed quickly. Catherine has learned to walk and speak. She has begun to learn right from wrong. She's learning to share her world and our attention with Megan. And she has grown as an individual by taking risks and testing her boundaries. You, too, have grown since 9th grade. During these past few years, you have hit your stride. You have found your voice. You have increasingly shared your lives with those around you. You have developed and come to rely on your own moral compass. And you have grown as individuals by taking risks and testing your boundaries. Some of you have really tested your boundaries. And you have succeeded. Too soon, it will be time for me to write to first Catherine and then Megan, to share with each of them my thoughts and feelings as they prepare to take the step that you take today. I imagine my words to them will reflect the pride and satisfaction and maybe relief that many of your parents are probably experiencing right now. Today, though, is your day. And I wondered what I might write in a letter for you to read as you prepare to graduate. How would I describe our time together? What memorable words of wisdom might I impart to you on a day that has already been filled with so much excitement and which holds the promise of so much more? What advice would I give you to prepare you for the road ahead? I would write to you not as your father, but as a teacher who feels blessed to have been a part of your lives. Here is what the letter would say. Dear students, I am very proud of you. Your big day has arrived. I can't believe the time has passed so quickly. It seems like only yesterday that you joined us. I can't begin to tell you how much I have cherished watching you grow. You have been passionate and creative, industrious and intent, challenged and often challenging. You have shown great courage in accepting the risks that accompany real achievement, and you have come to see the value of what both your successes and your failures have to teach you. Along the way, we, your teachers and parents, have tried to help you to become honest, compassionate, decent adults. And we have tried to assist you in developing the skills that will help you succeed in the increasingly complicated world into which you venture today. I am sure that at times, our teaching and parenting duties may have made us seem to be obstacles rather than guides to your learning and growth. I hope you realize that we had your best interests at heart. Today, you are poised on the threshold of a major transition in your lives. Graduation from high school is truly a significant event. Resist the temptation to view today as a conclusion of your education. It is really just a beginning. Make the commitment to continue your pursuit of knowledge. Learn both from those who have gone before you and those who follow. You may be surprised to find that some of your most significant learning experiences will come from the most unlikely places. Keep your eyes open and be ready for them. You won't want to miss them. Approach each challenge with the same courage and confidence with which you took your own first steps. Continue to speak with the honesty and enthusiasm with which you formed your first words. Delight in your successes. But remember that your failures will hold lessons of their own. Value them, and don't be afraid of them. I can imagine the excitement that you feel as you prepare to take these first steps toward your future. And though I may be a little anxious for you, I know that you are ready to take them on your own and in your own way. I wish you a rewarding journey, and I hope that all your dreams come true. Of course, there will be times when each of you feels uncertain, confused, even lost. During these periods, I mean blocks, remember who you are and trust yourself. Remember, too, that we will be here for you whenever you may need us. We are grateful to have been given the opportunity to help you grow. We are thrilled with who you have become. Your laughter and your conversation, your smiles and your tears have become a part of these walls. You have become a part of our lives. I am proud of you, but the house will be a little quieter, a little emptier without you. We will miss you. Congratulations, and again, welcome.
Good morning again. Parents, faculty, school board members, Dr. Gemello, honored guests, friends and classmates. I want to say how honored I am to be in this position. It's funny to think that I'm honored, too, because this is easily the toughest assignment I've ever been assigned. All of us have different experiences and different things that we will remember from high school. So what is one to talk about? Well, as I look out among this crowd that you guys are a part of, I see hundreds of familiar faces. I see faces of friends, family, teachers, and everyone I have grown up with. I feel a real connection to these faces. This connection could be because we have gone to school together or we've grown up in the same community, but I think it's more the things we have done together. I think we are connected by the things we have learned from each other and the experiences we have gone through together. Everyone in this graduating class, I feel, is easily a part of me. I'm a part of you. We've all grown up with similar things. We've all been raised by our parents who have given us rules and regulations. We have gone through at least 12 years of school with other rules and regulations. We have grown up with advice, guidance, encouragement, and limitations from both parents and teachers. Well, we're about to graduate. We're being released from the school rules and from our parents' limitations. We are basically free to do as we please. But we're also being released from the protection and the nourishment that we received from both our parents and our teachers. And this, I think, deserves much thanks. We are no longer children. We are being released from being children. And we are about to be released into the real world. High school is supposed to prepare us kids for the real world. And this does not necessarily involve gossip or algebra. I tried for hours to think of some big lesson I learned from high school, and I ended up with something extremely cliche. The one thing I learned from high school is how much advice, guidance, encouragement, and limitations don't matter. I learned that no matter how much pampering you get or how much slack your teacher gives you, it comes down to oneself. It is solely about your own decisions and how you deal with them. There is no teacher or friend who can ever deal with the situation for you. Now, this is not to say that people don't matter. In fact, I owe my life to a couple of folks in this audience, Mom and Dad. Everyone here, in fact, has helped me or influenced me in some way. But mostly, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, every teacher I've had, but I'm out of here soon and I'm glad. I totally meant to say sad. And now I'm going to play you a little song, so. Check. Okay. I wrote this song about graduation in my high school career, but before I play it, I'd just like to say, our entire class is so eclectic, you have to respect it. We're never hectic, we're just cool, calm, and collected. We're laid back, and when we lay way back, extremely casual. I just wanted to say that. Now I'll play a little song. Well, we're finished here. So much to leave behind after these last 4 years. And we're moving on, set forth to see what lay beyond. And it's really up to us now. The future is in our hand, and that's cliche for a reason. It's our turn to take command. And yes, indeed, we will succeed, or at least we'll do our best, 'cause the class of '99 comes through when it's put down to the test. So in 10 years, when it's becoming clear that we're the ones who are taking over, let's make the world a better place, maybe even make the switch to solar. Solar power, good for the environment, yeah. But in conclusion, I would like to say that I love the people who are here today, and if high school connects us, well, that's okay, but I would feel the same if we met some other way. Class of '99, baby. Thank you. It is with great pleasure that I introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Mark Vanderheiden, President of St. Michael's College.
Good morning, everyone. I do not know you, and you do not know me, and yet I can honestly say to you, students of this graduating class of '99, that I care a great deal about you. That's what I had written. But after the remarks made by your colleague, Gabriel, and his song, I have the impression that I may know more about you than you think. Let me introduce myself. When I was graduating from high school, I never thought I would ever address a graduating class. Now I do it rather regularly. I never thought I would see the other part of the world. Now I live there and work there. I never thought even that I would fly as much as I need to fly. I never heard of computers. I never heard about space travel. And yet it's an integral part of our lives. I say this because I know that you too, while you're in the midst of your families and friends and teachers, you will have this incredible upsurge of feelings and thoughts. And I advise you to let it happen. When I graduated, around that time, which is a long time ago, Sir Richard Livingstone wrote in a book called A World Adrift that the efficiency of a human community will depend on its technical and vocational education. And the cohesion and the duration of that community will largely depend on its social and political education. But the quality of its civilization depends on something else. It depends on its standards, its sense of values, its idea of what is first rate and what is not. It is an eternal trait of women and men to be in need of a vision and to be ready to follow that vision. And if men and women are not given the right vision, they will follow wandering fires. And therefore, standards, the sense of values, and the idea of what is first rate will make you a unique individual. And in that context, I would invite this class and their parents and their faculty to let us please not just hang in there or flow with it or accommodate or adjust or survive. I want you to stand out, to lead, to remember that your ideals are more important even than your friends, your jobs, or money, and that you must continually renew your commitment to shared standards of excellence, respect of values, and that fine recognition of what is first rate. And when you succeed, or even come close, then you will better understand what the philosopher Baruch Spinoza said, or was talking about, when he said that all noble things are as difficult as they are rare. I think it is important for you to realize that you are rare. And therefore, I hope you will be exuberant and pleased. But I also hope that for every congratulation that will come your way today, you will also have a deep and honest sense of gratitude for the many things that you have received and for those who have helped you become that unique human being that you are today. When I look around, I see that there is diversity among all of these unique people. Let me tell you that there is no real challenge in diversity, but there is a real challenge in becoming unique. Today is a day of celebration, a celebration of talents and hard work, of creativity, of persistence, of originality, celebration of friendship and dedication. It is also a celebration of that what you have done and what you have become. And it is a celebration, therefore, of what parents and siblings, teachers and staff have given you. And they gave because they cared. So I hope that in the celebration of your success, you will find the time to think about others, and you will not fail to develop some sense of humility and awe about that what you still have to become. I hope that today you will celebrate above all life, particularly this class of 99, ought to be highly sensitized to the meaning and worth of life. Only months ago, in a similar wonderful environment, in a similar youthful environment, surrounded by similarly wonderful families and great teachers, a school like this, a community like this, experienced violence and death. And some people ask that we not dwell on that event, but I am inviting you today, on this glorious day of celebration, to think about it. I hope it will be an inspiration, an incentive for a lifetime, an inspiration to respect life, to respect one another and yourselves. Your parents gave you life. Your teachers helped you develop a life of the mind. And as a Renaissance historian, some of my favorite poets are from that time. And Edward Dyer wrote 400 years ago, "My mind to me a kingdom is. Such perfect joy therein I find, that it excels all other bliss which God or nature had assigned. My mind to me a kingdom is." Hopefully your mind will be your kingdom. May you travel in it at your own pace, and may you develop a conscience that will teach you what is right and what is wrong, and above all, what is first class and what is not. May you arrange your lives in such a fashion not to disrupt the lives of others, but to build with them better lives for all. And hopefully you have learned to respect the environment in which you live, and to respect the physical qualities and limitations of our existence. And may you continue to develop that which will make you more pleasing to others. And may your great talents be displayed in music, and in the arts, and in the theater, and in sciences, and in crafts, and on the playing fields. And may you become elegant in speech and demeanor. And may you continue to develop into gracious human beings, in more conscientious workers, in protectors of the life we recognize in nature and in one another. So many changes will take place in your lives at a rapid pace. I know you think, or some of you think, no more than your parents or your teachers. Let me advise you that the students who are coming into high school next year, they think they know more than you do. It's a great consolation. But may you never fail to see that the changes that will be heaped upon you are opportunities to grow into a fuller life. Be proud because of what you have achieved. Be humble because you did not do it alone. Be encouraged because you know you can do more. And be faithful to the values that were inculcated by great teachers and great parents. And don't be so cynical as to believe that it is beneath you to admit that you love them all. It is not cool to be disrespectful of life or love or conscience. Some of you will continue your education at the college level. Others will enter into the ranks of labor. And many others may perhaps find other ways to explore their own way. Make sure never to judge what your fellow students have chosen. Never. Make certain that what you do will fit your very being, and may it enrich you. And do not forget that you will only be as rich as your talent and ability to give back to your fellow men and women. Your life will be only as full as the respect you show for the others. And above all, do not be afraid to be quiet at times, to be silent, to be stuck with yourself for a moment of reflection. The times that lay ahead of you will call for moments of serious silence. It is a good thing to be thoughtful. It is a good thing to learn every day that your road is not completed. This day is not the end, nor is it a beginning. This day is just a moment of rest, a moment of celebration, and a continuum of learning, and a continuum of life. Human life and human nature is such that we need these moments of respite, these moments of celebration, and we have planted them as rituals in our lifetime. So it happens that in youth they occur more frequently and more quickly, but thereafter, at a slower pace, they will continue throughout life. Honor these rituals. They make you think. They make you human. So take your time. I congratulate you. I wish you well. I wish you a life of the mind. And I have only one piece of advice. And since I may never have the opportunity again, you will have to hear it. Here it is. Think. Reflect. Dream. Make plans. Love your parents. Dream more. Care about your friends. Learn to be quiet. Say thank you a lot in life and enjoy the moments. Congratulations.
Now Mr. Schott, our principal, will now present the graduation awards.
Thank you, Gabe. It's my pleasure to announce to you a number of students. I'll ask them to stand and be recognized for the awards. The student who receives the highest academic average during the 4 years of high school is designated as the valedictorian of the class of 1998. Class of 1999. This year's valedictorian is Jessica Backus. Student receives the second highest academic average during the 4 years of high school is designated as salutatorian. This year's salutatorian, Chow Pham. These students, listed alphabetically and wearing the gold braids, are the top 5% in the class of 1999. I will read them all. Hold your applause, please, until we have them all announced. Jessica Backus, Megan Barrett, Lori Bishop, David Burke, David Dixon, Jeffrey Dixon, Hethba Fatnazi, Margaret Garrett, Chow Pham, Aaron Swayze, Joel Wasik, the top 5% of the class of 1999. The Mary E. Pease History Award is given by the class of 1924 to the student with the highest average for 4 years in history, The student this year is Stephen Weiner. The Alumni Association recognizes each year a series of students for work in various areas. This year's student to be recognized in writing, Megan Barrett. In English, Hethba Fatnazi. In science, Megan Barrett. In technology education, Adam Koss. The William J. Lamplauer Mathematics Award is given for outstanding work in mathematics, and recognizing this year, David Burke. The Alumni Association Award for recognizing work in foreign languages this year recognizes Carrie Sullivan. The Jean-Pierre Lascoume Award is given for outstanding work in French, and this year the student recognized for that work is Hethba Fatnazi. The Ruth Henderson Memorial Award is given by the class of 1948 to the student demonstrating outstanding business skills, and this year's student to be recognized is Joshua Shover. The Ruth Henderson Business Education Award is given to the student with the highest average in business education, and that student this year is Chow Pham. The Alumni Association wishes to recognize for outstanding, consistent performance in art, Jeremy Clark. The James H. Cook Memorial Award is given for outstanding achievement and dedication to music at BHS all 4 years, and this year to be recognized, Michaela Page. Adrian E. Holmes Music Award is given for outstanding dedication and service to the BHS Music Department, and that student to be recognized this year is Michael Flowers. The Robert C. Levis Music Award is presented annually to an outstanding music student who is planning to continue his or her education in music, and that student this year is Caleb Pillsbury. It is my pleasure to introduce next Mr. Carl Listman, who will name the next award.
I would ask Louis DeMasi to stand. Bill Hackett would have been a member of the class of 1963 if 38 years and 3 days ago he had not given up his life in a heroic attempt to save the life of a young friend. The class of 1963 presents the William B. Hackett Sportsmanship Award in his memory to a member of the senior class at Burlington High. At the time of his death, Bill had just completed his sophomore year. He was a warm, friendly, and modest fellow, and at the same time an outstanding athlete and a participant in school-wide activities. It's not often that it can be said that a person has only friends, no enemies. But Bill was just that. He was admired by his classmates, by competitors, his teachers, and his family. The senior boy who receives this award has been judged to exemplify as nearly as possible the qualities inherent in the character of Bill Hackett, including good sportsmanship and courage. Bill Hackett was respected for his loyalty, sincerity, fairness, and honesty. On the running track, and especially the football field, his team spirit and athletic ability inspired all with whom he was associated. It's my honor to announce that Lou DeMasi, class of 1999, has been awarded the William B. Hackett Sportsmanship Award.
Selected by the senior class. The Elliott Rice Memorial Award is given by the class of 1928 to the senior boy who best emulates the qualities of their classmate Elliott Rice. Possessing the gifts of friendship, innate modesty, simplicity, and intelligence, ranked high in his academic work as well as being an outstanding athlete, known for good sportsmanship. And the Elliott Rice Memorial Award this year has been voted by the senior class to Lou DeMasi. I'd like to present next Laura Allen of the BHS faculty to grant the next award.
Selected by the senior class, the recipient of the Agnes A. Kelly Award exemplifies a person who has over 4 years developed the inner strength of self-esteem, self-worth, and self-confidence, which she has shared as a role model, quietly making a difference. She is a true example of a woman's way, being assured, goal-oriented, and confident about being a woman entering into society. The recipient of the Agnes A. Kelly Award this year is Megan Barrett. The Burlington High School Booster Club Award is given to a senior male and a senior female athlete whose character, dedication, and especially sportsmanship exemplify the spirit and high ideals of Burlington High School athletics. Selected this year for this award, Megan Barrett and Michael Flowers. The Effie Moore Memorial Award is given by the class of 1922 to the student who has made the most academic progress during the past 4 years by vote of the faculty. And the faculty voted this year, Danny Duvall. Alumni Association Service Awards are given by the class of 1925 to the students who have shown outstanding service to their class and to their school, again by vote of the faculty. Hethba Fatnazi, Jane Geis, Jennifer Geis, Joel Wasek. The Mary E. Pease Citizenship Award is given by the class of 1948 to the student who shows qualities of good citizenship by vote of the faculty. Megan Barrett, Melinda Hood. The Student Council Award is given to a graduating senior who has best promoted excellence at Burlington High School, Hethba Fatnazi. The Florence G. Green Teaching Award is given to a student who plans to enter the teaching profession, again by vote of the faculty, Caleb Pillsbury. The Ruth Spooner Burlington Education Association Scholarship is given to a student who has shown excellence in academic achievement and who shows promise in the pursuit of higher education, Carrie Miller. The Howard Educational Award is given to the 3 students with the highest academic averages for all 4 years, Jessica Backus, Chow Pham, David Burke. The Barbara Gauntlet Scholars Program
upon application and selection by the Barbara Gauntlet Committee, recognizes students from Burlington High School who have earned academic averages of B- or better. These Barbara Gauntlet scholars are eligible for one-year scholarships to assist them with their post-secondary education. It is my pleasure to read the Barbara Gauntlet scholars this year. Again, I will read them all, and we will acknowledge their selection when we have completed. Michael Ackerson, Larry Barbeau, Megan Barrett, Lori Bishop, Emily Bombard, Megan Bozier, Lori Bouye, Sarah Buss, Mary Beth Cheeseman, Melissa Cheeseman, Jeremy Clark, Adam Koss, Catherine Culver, Hethba Fatnazi, Michael Flowers, Shannon Foley, Margaret Garrett, Jane Geis, Jennifer Geis, Shilea Gonsalves, Ethan Goodkind, Erica Gilbo, Stephanie Hammond, Amy Inthavong, Leighton Johnson, Norbert Leclerc, Kwok Mai, Carrie Miller, Hillary Moore, Emily Nielsen, Michaela Page, Chow Pham, Caleb Pillsbury, Martha Poulin, Eugene Romisher, Emmanuel Rudy, Chantal Shea, Andrea Solomon, Carrie Sullivan, Eric Thomas, Joel Wasik. This year's Barbara Gauntlet Scholars. Dr. Gemolo, it is the opinion of the faculty and administration of Burlington High School that the young people seated before you have in fact achieved the graduation requirements as set forth by the Board of Education. It is therefore our recommendation that they receive the diploma that is granted by Burlington High School.
Thank you, Mr. Schott. With the power vested in me by the state of Vermont and the Burlington Board of School Commissioners, it is with pleasure that I confer upon you the status of high school graduate, and with it, all of the rights, responsibilities, your high school diploma, and warm wishes for a future filled with continued success and personal happiness. Congratulations. It is now with pleasure that I introduce Carol Odie, Chairperson of the Burlington Board of School Commissioners.
Thank you. Good morning, honored and eloquent guests, teachers and staff, family and friends, and the class of 1999. I'd like to recognize very briefly the school commissioners joining me here today. If they'd please stand. They're Kathleen Alwell, Mary Lou Gross, Doris Anderson, and Keith Pillsbury. On behalf of the Burlington Board of School Commissioners, I am honored to say only 3 things. I want to first extend thanks to the citizens of this great city of Burlington for supporting their schools and the programs offered in their schools that these students have taken advantage of from kindergarten right up through 12th grade. Second, I want to congratulate the class of 1999 for taking advantage of these wonderful opportunities. And finally, I want to thank the class of 1999 for all they have already given back to the community in so many ways, including 10,000 hours of community service for our city. We wish you happiness and good health. Work hard, participate in your community, and continue to give back to your community. Thank you very much. Mr. Scott, the roll, please.
John Michael Ackerson. Bo Amos. Jessica M. Angelano. Janelle A. Aponte. Mirella Avdibegovich. Armin Irapatov. Jessica Lynn Backus. Daniel W. Bailey. Beth Ann Baker. Larry Barbo. Jessica Barber. Jacob D. Barowitz. Megan Williams Barrett. Carrie A. Bassett. Christopher Eric Biederstadt. Robbie Bean. Lori Rebecca Bishop. Emily Armstrong Bombard. Megan Ann Bosher. Michelle J. Bouchard. Lori Ann Bouye. Jessica A. Brandolino. Justin Matthew Bristol. Amy Marie Brown. Timothy Berger. David Jackson Burke. Sarah Elaine Buss. Christopher R. Shagnon. Angie Chamberlain. Mary Beth Cheeseman. Melissa Sue Cheeseman. Ilya A. Chistierkoff. Jeremy Clark. William S. Clark. Marla M. Klein. Philip Joseph Comstock. Richard Allen Comstock. Alan Kosovich. Adam Gerald Koss. Casey A. Covey. Mindy K. Crosby. Lindsay A. Crowley. Gabriel Cruiser. Catherine May Culver. Daniel R. Danis. Melissa DeBarge. David Delphia. Sangmo Tenzin Dondup. David Dixon. Jeffrey T. Dixon. Louis Anthony DeMassey III. Erica A. Dinkle. Christina Draper. Noah Duesterberg Chavez. Keith Joseph Dunbar. Danny P. Duval Jr. Kamala Margaret Elliott. Eugene Farmer Jr. Hethpa Fatnasi. James M. Fitzpatrick. Michael John Flowers. Shannon Lynn Foley. Austin Furtak Cole. Margaret Louise Garrett. Jane Amber Guys. Jennifer Lee Guys. Eric Joseph Ganau. Shelby A. Jaguar. Samantha M. Godbout. Shalia Ann Gonzalez. Ethan H. Goodkind. Erica M. Gilbo. Jessica Guillet. Dion Janelle Guillory. Mary Louise Gio. Daniel Haas Dubose. Mariah D. Hackney. Casey Elizabeth Hagan. Sarah Veronica Hammond. Stephanie Erin Hammond. Samira S. Handy. John R. Hebert II. Louis J. Hodgetts. Melinda A. Hood. Shelley Hood. Andrew R. S. Huston. Quinn Ton Twan. Amy T. Inthavong. Eric Jacob. Christine E. Johnson. Leighton Johnson. Zanel Jonas. Michaela Rita Kell. Melissa Marie Guerra Kilborn. Dmitry N. Kremensov. Star L. LaFountain. Chad N. LaPlante. Justin P. Laro. Megan E. Latour. Billy Joe Latulip. V. Lee. Norbert P. LeClaire, Jr. Ryan John Lefebvre. Roxanne L. LePage. Amala Lulich. Alexandra E. Lupu. Chris McFadden. Kwok Trong Mai. Christopher Lloyd McCreadys. John P. Malkovsky. Holly M. Mariani. Benjamin Martin. Dorothy Virginia Matra. Brenna McCaffrey. Jeremiah J. McCaffrey. Roger J. Mayer III. Angelina Menard. Amy Kathleen Miller. Carrie Lee Miller. Davor Mitic. Jeffrey S. Monahan. Hillary D. L. Moore. Mary Moran. Jonathan E. Molin. Richard Mount. Sonia Mutabjia. Tracy Lee Myers. Emily Hall Nielsen. Kim Nong Nguyen. Lone Nguyen. Michaela Shea Page. Cara Elizabeth Paluziak. Paluto. Catherine Irene Pavlidaki. Bruce Pierce. Chow Min Pham. Ho Pham. Nya T Tan Pham. Adam Phillips. Caleb Edward Marshall Pillsbury. Buffy Lee Pratt. Emily Jane Pritchard. Bradley A. Provo. Martha M. Poland. Medina Purich. Andrew E. Reed. Kimberly D. Reed. Jonathan Lee Relier. Jennifer A. Reno. Lillian R. Rickner. Tabitha Lynn Ringwig. Amber M. Roberge. John C. Robert. Eugene Romisher. Aaron Rosenstrike. Emmanuel Jacob Rudy. Robert P. Ryan. Tanya Marie Seeley. Addis Safarajic. Jana Shahovich. Amelia Senville. Chantel L. Shea. Jill A. Sherwood. Joshua D. Shover. James A. Shumway. Joseph Simpson. Kenneth Singolays. Vita Monet Smith. Andrea Lee Solomon. Amber Meredith St. Amour. Carrie Irene Sullivan. Erin Joy Swayze. Sean J. Sweeney. Kylie Thayer. Eric Paul Thomas. Michael A. Thompson. Andrea Jean Tobias. George R. Torres. Tao Tron. James M. Traynor. Sarah Triplett. Zlatan Valyevats. Joel Edward Wasek. Amanda Watson. Jason White. Stephen M. Weiner. Michael J. Wolf. Michael J. Wright, Jr. Beth Ann Young. David C. Zabogalski.
Now Margaret Garrett, our class president, will offer closing remarks.
Congratulations to all of my classmates. It is a huge accomplishment to graduate from high school. We should all be proud. I wasn't able to get to know you all, but I still feel connected to everyone in this class. I know that if I needed someone, one of you would be there for me. We've all had similar and different experiences while at BHS. The fact that we have been together within these walls for the last 4 years has united us. Our differences have taught us as much about life as BHS has taught us about academics. I thank you all for helping me to become the person I am today. Congratulations again, and I wish you luck in whatever path you choose. Thank you and goodbye.